New figures from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement show opioid-related deaths in the state are dropping for a third year in a row.
Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody points to stricter penalties for drug crimes and statewide education and treatment programs. Victoria DeCardenas digging deeper into the fight against overdose and deaths along with trafficking in our area. She's joining us in the newsroom with what she's found.
Yeah, Attorney General Moody is cautiously optimistic about opioid-related deaths decreasing statewide, but local law enforcement agencies tell CBS 12 News while those statistics are good news, opioids and specifically fentanyl continue to be a major concern.
Florida has taken a very novel approach, an aggressive approach, and we're seeing results.
Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody says Florida is leading by example in the war on drugs. In a newly released report, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement shows drug-related deaths in the first half of 2023 were down 7% from the same period in 2022, with a 10% decrease in fentanyl and opioid overdoses.
This news is encouraging. I am optimistic about the work that we are doing and the results that we are seeing, but the death toll is still way too high.
In West Palm Beach, more than 260 people died from fentanyl poisoning in the first half of last year, another 71 people in Fort Pierce. Indian River County Sheriff Eric Flowers says he's seen a decline in opioid deaths there and says state programs have made a difference.
Some of the push to send opioid funds down to local agencies, that's been helpful to us as well.
Some of those resources go to providing Narcan to inmates on their way out of jail and other at-risk populations. Sheriff Flowers says investigators also work hard to find out where the drugs came from after someone overdoses.
We've got to change the culture and change the mindset and make it known that, number one, the folks who are peddling this stuff and who are selling it out there, they're going to get serious, significant penalties, criminal penalties like life sentences. And for those who are addicted to these terrible drugs, we've got to make sure we've got the resources to get them out of addiction.
And whether it's Narcan or enforcement or abuse prevention programs, fewer overdose deaths is a big win for Florida. But both Sheriff Flowers and Attorney General Moody agree beating this drug epidemic requires getting control of the southern border. And that's an issue that has to be dealt with in Washington, D.C. Back to you.
I'm Jim Grimes. Click like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more stories like this that impact you.